This one right here, I got a story to let you know about Reverend Con. Con, yo, I call him Mighty Con because he a curse. So we met this guy. I probably was like between the third and the fifth grade with my homies. This is after my father passed, so I want to say I probably was between the fifth and sixth grade. I know it was somewhere in between there. And he was a preacher, a false prophet, false preaching is what he was doing, giving false hope. Shout out to all the real preachers out there. Shout out to real deacons. You know what I'm saying? To all the real ushers, all the real ones up in there in church who really serve God and give to the community wisely. He was really just stealing from the community, living off of us. So first time I met him, he came to the house and he was doing some preaching, blah 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 BS, because that's what came out his mouth. You know what I mean? And I seen more clearly and seen right through him to know that this dude was on some omen ish. He wasn't no child of God. He was not. He was just blending in with a suit and a tie crook. You know what I mean? Just the devil wear a mask, just blending in with the same uniform as us. But I could easily spot the devil. Like, take your mask off. What? I knew what it was when I saw him. So he had charmed his way into my mom's house and talking to them, and then charmed his way into my mother watching his kids because my mother did daycare. You know what I mean? So I'm letting everybody know how wild Acai from Brookside stopped living on Brookside. You know what I'm saying? Just like that chocolate commercial, Acai from Brookside. I'm gonna show you from my wild gang, BHT Wild Hunted Lava Gang. I'm gonna show you what happened to why we stopped living there, and he would come over daily, and I'll be with my crew. I'll be with my hot boys. It'll probably be me, HK. HK stands for Hakeem. It'll probably be Lenroy up in there, LR up in there. You know what I mean? Gary up in this mother sucker with us. You already know my bro Ray up in here. All right, you got the twins, Shadiki Shamari up in here, and they up in here so much that we're like, there's times you might come to my house and you might see Shadiki just coming out of my house and I'm not even home. Like, he have that access with the relationship he have with my mother. He can just come in freely. My house is your house. Everybody know that. Shout out to Staff and the homies. You might see Fats up in the crib with us. Shout out to Fats. You might see one of his little cousins coming through every now and then. You know what I mean? That's how my crib was. It was home to everybody. You feel me? And so many others might be around with the way. Diz might be up in this motherfucker with us. You know what I mean? And a lot of others, because it was in and out like that. Tyrese might be up in here. Sometime Ant was up in here. But just to get to it, just to name some people who be here. And anyway, here come through. Little Corn be up in this mother sucker. I can't forget about Little Corn. You know what I mean? And that's they Sean. We just called him Little Corn because he was always short. You know what I mean? So we always call him Little Corn. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it'd be a gang of us up in here every now and then, but these are the ones you'll probably catch at my house on a regular. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So he'd come by, you know what I mean? And he even tried to talk to us. And I found it weird for a grown man to try to come and hang out with me and my peers. Like, what could you possibly have that make you want to scoop? Not to try to say like we was little with him, not to belittle us, but you're a grown man. How many grown ups hang out with kids? You got your own pair of craft that you need to be doing things with. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, mind over matter. What are you doing coming from all of those years to come hang out with us? Like, it was weird. So I used to always let my peoples know, but they was never trying to hear it. And it was one time he ended up telling us that he did crack. Now, hold up. I know everybody like, what? Like, yeah. What kind of grown man feels comfortable to tell kids that he did crack? We're in the fifth grade. A crackhead won't even tell you that. A crackhead won't even come out. They ask if you got some sugar, some blow. You want to go to the store to get some money, go get some sugar, but they would never literally come out and tell you they doing crack. You know what I'm saying? They're never gonna come out and tell you no shit like that. He came right out with it. He a preacher and all. Came right out with it. We're still kids. What the most of us don't even smoke, don't even know what weed was yet. I did because I grew up fast. But it's like, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, you speeding, like you want us to do crack or something? And that's what Brother DeConyo, that's what Brother DeConyo was on. You know what I'm saying? And we just looking at this dude like, dude is hella weird. Like, bro, like, what makes you feel comfortable to want to say that to kids? At a daycare, man. At a daycare. At a daycare. What makes you feel comfortable to say that to kids? Don't matter how we felt in our mind, how grown we felt we was, how bad we was, we still were kids. Still were kids. Still were kids. So he would talk about that and How we had our, because he see us together, our little crew, and we had the little crew gang, and he always wanted to talk about it. So he'd be like, "Oh, it's good, y'all got your little gang." When I was out on the block of my years, we had the Zulu Nation. Who cares? Why you feel comfortable to share this type of information with kids? And I knew right then and there he was a crook. Just with in the suit and tie, blending in. He used to always come and talk about the New World Order, how they're gonna make things different and God and I was like, nah, there's only one God. Like, you understand? Like, you stick to the way God designed things. You don't come around and change nothing because that's what I knew since I was a baby. I was taught that. And he was talking about doing things happening their own way. That sounded nice, but I knew that that was wrong. And this is how Reverend Khan slipped into and did what he did and stole the house. And he just kept coming in. And next thing you know, my mom would take care of his kids. And she wasn't doing so much with the mortgage. She put everything in his name for him to take care of. You understand that? Then he slipped out from the back door. He even married Evan Jerome. So you understand that? You wouldn't think he was a bad person at all. Slipped through there and he stole the house and he put it out for sale. Yeah, that's what a corn artist. You know what I'm saying? That's why I call him corn. Corn artist, corn. Coño, mighty corn. Because that's what he was. Reverend the corn. And it was like, whoa. And he's done this to a lot of people in secret. And, you know, God says every dog has a day. What comes around goes around. His daughter ended up getting hit by a trailer tractor. You feel me? Now it's just a warning sign for when you do dirt, you get dirt. What goes around comes around. You don't do that. You don't do that to people. My mother had lost her husband, so we lost our father. And, you know, as him being a man and a preacher, she thought he would help. And he turned around and showed his eyes. Showed his whole eyes. So next thing you know, Sam Rivers moving in the house and we was being evicted our own home. The only home I knew since I was a kid. It just has memories. So much memories to where people coming in and out of the country memories. You know what I mean? Like, this was everything to me. This was my playground, my stomping ground, my ballpark. You know what I mean? And just came and stole everything. So I want to just give it up for my mother for being a great woman she was and dealing with this whole struggle and still not want to pursue him in that way, but giving it up to God. She taught me how to use my mind as a weapon. You feel me? Because somebody else would have wanted to get at you. She still chose to use her mind as a weapon. That guy never got to see how good he had and how amazing my mother was because he was always scheming on her plate. You feel me? So this is for everybody out there with a lesson to learn. Stay on God time. Not on demon time. Stay off demon time and stay on God time. And remember, I got you, you got me, we got each other, and God got us. Don't matter what religion you or what faith you have. Say it with me from your heart, your spirit, and your soul. I got you, you got me, we got each other, and God got us. North Side, God's plan. Up with it. Let's get it. Strengthen the bond daily. Everybody like, subscribe, and share. Till next episode, Aces. Up with it.